Hi, this is Igor with episode number 3 of Igor's Book Club. Today I'd like to review The Secret Life of Houdini. And I think it is a great book for anyone who is trying to build their own brand and anyone who's like a service provider. So if you're a consultant, a coach, if you provide any sort of service, offline or online, you will find this book fascinating, starting with the part, not with Houdini's childhood, but starting with the part where he became a performer and how he was like going up the ranks. You see, Houdini was not the only performer of his time. He was also not the greatest performer of his time. In fact, back in the day when he was doing it, it was very popular. That was like the thing that everyone did. Now we have movies and stuff like that, and YouTubers and Instagrammers. Back in the day, performers and magicians were the talk of the town, and they would go from town to town performing. And so Houdini, though, he's like the only person we remember through generations. I mean, he used to live at the beginning of the 20th century. Day is, early 21st century, and we still know exactly what Houdini, who Houdini is, or we think we know, and we use him in our day-to-day communication as an example of magic. But Houdini wasn't a magician. Like, he wasn't really, he didn't perform actual magic. What he did was he was very good at getting out of locks and handcuffs and sacks and prison cells. And while everyone else thought it was magic, of course, they reveal how he did it in this book. But more so, they talk about the marketing he's done to promote himself. Like, he would, for example, come in, like he would go to a city. Let's just say he was coming to Kansas or something, and so what he did, he would come a couple days earlier. So his show is scheduled on the 20th, so he would come in on the 18th, and he would challenge the chief of police to say there is no prison cell to hold Houdini. And of course, the chief of police would be like, "Are you kidding me? We got the best cells in the state. We got state-of-the-art locks. It's like whatever." And it's mission impossible. And Houdini would say, "I don't care. I'll break out." So he would come in the next day. They would put him in a jail cell. Of course, they would strip him down and triple check him for any keys or picks or whatever. And of course, they wouldn't find anything, and they would throw him in the prison cell, and he would emerge 2 minutes later. And that was like the magic. So the lesson here, of course, is if you want your market to respect you, and if you want to be rewarded with money and fame and respect and prestige, develop a magic power. Because as long as you have one, you will always be in demand, and you will differentiate yourself from your competition. But again, this book has many different major lessons about newspaper advertising. For example, they show examples of how Houdini advertised himself in local newspapers. You can also learn a lot from his early life and childhood, where you'll find out that his childhood was not easy, and in spite of all that, he succeeded. So your circumstance today would probably seem like nothing compared to what Houdini had to go through at the time. Anyway, great book, Secret Life of Houdini. I highly recommend it to anyone who's doing any sort of marketing right now and who wants to build their own brand and eventually serve the marketplace with their own product or service. So this is Igor with Igor's Book Club. Thank you. Take care. Bye.